What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on the channel. This is your AEW Dynamite review for November 10th, 2021. I am your host, Phil, and this is Outside the Brand. What's going on, guys? I'm telling you right now, Nate, Loff is going to be joining us in a bit, but I'm telling you right now, with the show that AEW put on for tonight's go-home show of their flagship show of AEW Dynamite, heading into AEW Full Gear this Saturday, I am not only pumped for what's going to happen on Saturday for Full Gear, but I am just pumped for the absolute future that we are about to see heading into next year in 2022. Everybody killed it tonight. I mean, we had Bryan, Danielson, and Rocky Romero killing it in that ring. Absolutely phenomenal matchup. We had the debut of Lio Rush. You can make fun of his size. You can say that he retired way too much. All you want. But that guy is super talented. The kid, he's only 27 years old, and he is absolutely, he's just great. He's an amazing, amazing talent. He teamed up with Dante Martin, who also is a phenomenal, phenomenal talent, to take on the team of Matt Sydal, who we all know is great, and Lee Moriarty, who just impressed the living hell out of me tonight. And obviously we had the big thing heading into tonight's show, which was the AEW World Championship contract signing between the champion Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page to make it official as they signed the contract for their match at Full Gear. But as always, we're going to be talking about everything that happened right here tonight on AEW Dynamite. And before I let you speak, before I let pretty much you speak about what's going to happen heading into Full Gear and everything, I just want to let you know that if you missed anything on the channel, guys, welcome to the stream. If you guys have missed anything on the channel, go to the channel. Everything that you may have missed is on the homepage of the channel. We have our NXT review from last night, our Monday Night Raw review from Monday, and anything from last week, it's all right there on the homepage of the channel. You can follow us on social media. All the links for everything, like our TikToks and all of that, are down in the description below. You guys can click on it. You guys can watch any of the videos that we have posted over the past, well, pretty much every video that we've ever created on TikTok. It's right there on our official pages on TikTok, so you guys can go over there and check those out. If you want to take a listen to the MFN Right remix by Loff and Bash, like I keep saying every single time, it's a banger, so go check it out if you haven't already, and that link is also down in the description. While you're down there in the description, you might as well click that subscribe button. Continue to support the channel in any way you possibly can, by hitting that subscribe button, by hitting that like button. If we can get the like goal of 10 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. And also hit the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. I want to just preface this right now, Nate. Like I said, I'm pumped for. I was pumped after the show. I was pumped during the show, and I'm pumped heading into Full Gear. I want to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for this show? And honestly, I'm just so happy with how everything went tonight. It was just a chill night with some good wrestling and a great contract signing to end the show. It was just an overall very solid show heading into Full Gear this Saturday.
Yeah. was a fantastic wrestling show. Whole bunch of great matches. It seemed like everything just flowed flawlessly in this show. As far as the hype build up for Full Gear, I would go all the way 10, but I say probably a 9.
Okay,
I'm definitely
that's
hyped.
fair. That's
Yeah,
honestly fair.
yeah. I would go full max out 10, but yeah, like I don't want to go full out, but yeah, the reason why I'm not full out is because there wasn't no roll ups in this show, and I'm
I'm
the
fine with that. I'm fine with that. I love it.
no, Phil, I'm the roll up god,
I
man.
know.
I
I
love
know.
my
The roll
roll
up
ups,
king, the
man.
roll up season is here.
Bro, I wore the referee shirt because I thought that it was gonna be roll up season, and yeah, they failed me, but
Didn't get any tonight. It was all clean. It was all
but
clean.
man, this show was great, like great wrestling show. Leo Rush debut, fantastic. Um, the starting match with Daniel Bryan. Golly, I
It
gotta,
happens. It
yeah,
happens.
that happens. Yeah, Bryan Danielson. Um, that was a great match. Like all of the matches was good, and yeah, I'm ready to get into this review.
Now, I want to um I want to start off with this because this was mentioned a lot of times tonight during the show. Pretty much it honestly happened during like the first like 6 minutes of the show, man. We started off with Bryan Danielson and Rocky Romero. I keep saying Romeo. I don't know why, but it's nothing against you, Rocky. I loved your work tonight. But what happened on the show was the commentary. Like they mentioned one guy like 3 times in a matter of 6 minutes, and I want to know if you heard this. They definitely mentioned like Kazuchika Okada like 3 times within the first 6 minutes of the show, and they continued to go on and mention Kazuchika throughout the night as we saw people from, well, as we all know, Rocky is from New Japan. He is a full-time guy over there. We had as we all know, earlier on today, Okada pretty much announced that Best Friends and Orange Cassidy are a part of like are a part of like the group called Chaos. So they're officially over there now. And with the mentioning of Kazuchika on AEW TV, I've been hearing rumblings that is not a coincidence, and that is going to be something heading into the future of this company. Do you think with Bryan Danielson and meeting with Miro at Full Gear this Saturday for the AEW World Championship Contender Eliminator Tournament, do you think we might see Miro actually beating Bryan Danielson to ultimately get to the match that I believe is what we're all trying to strive for, and that is to get Bryan Danielson versus Okada on a future AEW pay-per-view or possibly on AEW TV? What do you guys think? What do you think about that? I think this is probably where we're heading, but in order for that to happen, Chaos could possibly interfere on the not on the behalf of Mira, but come to Full Gear, because apparently, from what I hear, Okada's already in the States because New Japan is having a show like in a Battle of LA kind of thing. So they're having their thing over there in Los Angeles. Okada's already here. we could possibly see this on Saturday. We can possibly get a tease for Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada. Like, that's insane to me.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know nothing about that until you just told me. So now that you mentioned that, I was gonna say no. I was gonna say we're probably still gonna get Bryan Danielson coming out on top. I still picked him anyway to win in the tournament. But now that you said this is probably a possibility that we could see that. I wouldn't mind seeing Okada versus Bryan.
I don't think anybody would mind if we saw Bryan Danielson take on Kazuchika Okada.
I was say, we can let Miro, go ahead and win for this match. Like if that happens, I'm down with that. So
if anybody has a problem with Bryan Danielson taking on Kazuchika Okada, you might not have a pulse. Like, you seriously have to get your brain checked. But other than that, man, we had a great show. Listen, we had some random matches thrown here on this card. Don't get me wrong, but here's the thing: not every show has to be like a 5 to 10 star classic. It doesn't. This is just a classic go home show where you progress storylines throughout the show. You create some new ones heading along the way, and you just have a good night of professional wrestling. There's nothing wrong with having a show like you did tonight. I think Tony calmed it down just enough so that we can head in to Full Gear on Saturday, just refreshed and ready to go, and just seeing what we can see on Saturday night. I think it was an okay way to do it tonight.
Yes, sir. Like I said, fantastic night. Also, we got Rampage on Friday, which is the countdown to Full Gear. So, looking forward to that as well. Hopefully, Rampage could be as good as Dynamite was tonight. So,
could not agree with you more. With the two matches that were announced for that show, with it was Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy in a lumberjack match, along with what the heck is the other one? Bobby Fish and
Jungle Boy.
I mean, that's gonna be fucking fantastic. So
yes, sir.
I think Tony has the right idea, and I think Tony not only has that right idea in mind, but he just has his finger on the pulse about what he just really wants to do heading into, well, the next pay-per-view will be Revolution in February. So heading into the new year of 2022, I trust Tony. That's pretty much what we have to do now. We just have to trust Tony that he knows where things are heading, and we'll see where things go from here. Man, I just have Kazuchika Okada and Bryan Danielson in my head, so that I'm probably just gonna continue to mark out about. But as we head forward into the night, I want to again thank everybody for coming here on a late Wednesday night. Loft is going to be here with us very soon. We will get Loft's thoughts on not only Full Gear, but everything in between when it came to the whole Kazuchika Okada mentions, when it comes to Bryan Danielson and Miro heading into Full Gear. We are going to possibly be doing our Full Gear predictions earlier on that Saturday afternoon. I think that'll probably be the best way to do it. I don't know, doing it during the Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown review will be a good idea, mainly because we are already doing two shows that day. So we're not going to be doing, we're not just going to be adding Full Gear into that. Plus, Full Gear I mean, we added some more matches tonight as Dynamite was going on in the air tonight. So there's more matches on Full Gear. So I'm glad we didn't actually do the predictions now because matches were officially made tonight. So we'll get them done on Saturday afternoon. As soon as I get off work, probably I'll just come on here and make the stream and contact everybody. And then we'll go from there. And then obviously Saturday's the pay-per-view. So
All right.
we'll see where things go from there. But yeah, man, let's get into the show, and once Locke gets in here, we'll just have him catch up, and we'll catch him up to speed. So once I get things getting up here, we technically already talked about this. It was a great professional wrestling match at its core. Bryan Danielson taking on Rocky Romero. Great match. We had Danielson reversing a maneuver into a calf slicer. Romero reverses back into an armbar. Danielson into an ankle lock. And Romero into a cross arm breaker. That entire sequence just on its own, trying to get those submissions on one another, loved it. I loved every single second of it because those two are submission specialists at their core, and I just love every single second of it. So Danielson with a roll up for a 2 count. So we had a roll up. It was just for a 2 count. Romero with a big kick to the face, and Romero with a running knee right after that. Danielson blocks the sliced bread, stomps to the face, those rapid fire curb stomp like things, like kicks, and transitions into a half crab with the arm trapped between the legs of Bryan. So with all of that, Romero taps out, and Bryan Danielson gets the win. Bryan Danielson was always going to win this thing here, but I'm glad that he used something other than the running knee, the bukkake knee, and the labella lock. Just showing once again that he doesn't need to hit that running knee or take your arm out with that labella lock just to put you away. He has other things in his arsenal.
Right. This match was really good. Yeah, we were talking about that in my live stream as well. We're talking about how Daniel and Bryan have multiple ways of putting people away now. He really don't have to use the labella lock or the flying knee like you said. He can use multiple different submission moves now, multiple other moves. So yeah, I'm happy to see it. Happy to see it. The match was good as well, so I believe I said that already. But yeah, the match was good.
Now, I just looked into the chat, and we rarely highlight the comments now, but this one I feel like is completely valid too.
Yeah,
Josh, listen, man. His comment reads, "Hey guys, me and my family have tested positive for CV-19. So if you guys can pray for me and my family, that would be awesome. Listen, prayers are with you and your family. You guys can get through this. Trust me, we've all done. We've all dealt with it in some way, shape, or form in families. If we haven't gotten it, some other people that we've known have gotten it. And Josh, prayers are with you and your family. You can fight this. You can get through this. And I mean, just got to keep in the fight, man. Got to keep in the fight, and we hope to see you sometime down the line. So hopefully, we love and appreciate you just being here in the chat throughout that very, very tough time.
Yes,
so
sir.
Please get well, and we wish you the best. Okay. See, and then there's even love right there. Prayers to you and your family, Josh. the heart. So, listen, man, OTB is there with you throughout the rest of the way. If you need anything at all, you got contact with us. You know where to find us. So you can always contact me, Nate, Loff, pretty much anybody here on OTB, and we'll figure out a way to help you in any way that we can.
Yes, sir.
So, after a commercial break, Tony Schiavone is in the ring, and we are introduced to the Inner Circle. American Top Team, as the Inner Circle was making their entrance, they attacked the Inner Circle on the ramp. American Top Team completely wipes out the Inner Circle, and Dan Lambert laughs over their bodies. You suck chants are roaring throughout the arena, and Dos Santos with a huge right hand to Sammy's midsection looked freaking brutal. I can imagine just getting punched in the gut by a normal person, let alone an actual UFC fighter like Junior Dos Santos.
Man,
I died. I legitimately died. So I can't even imagine. So after that, they threw Santana into the steel steps, and then Dos Santos with a kendo stick to Ortiz. A trash can lid shot to Jericho, and then kendo stick shots as well. We are in the ring now, and Paige and Sky give Jericho to Dan Lambert on the top rope, and they do a triple powerbomb spot through a table. So shout out to the Shield real quick.
yes, sir.
So, like I said, they power bomb him through the table from the second rope. Sky gets on the mic and gloats, mimicking JR. By God, he's got to be dead. I'm surprised JR didn't call attention to that. I thought, him being the whole, king of by God, he would say something about it, but he didn't. He kind of just stayed quiet. And they are pretty much having a mission to make sure that Dan Lambert pins Chris Jericho at Full Gear. Tonight they will make Lambert tap out Jericho, and Lambert says that it's called the Boston Crab, while they forcefully make Jericho tap out. They put him in the walls of Jericho, but he said it's a Boston Crab for all your marks out there. Have a good night. This was perfect. I like everything that they're doing right now with the American Top Team. I think the heat that Dan Lambert gets is fucking fantastic, dude. I love Dan Lambert. I think Dan Lambert is great. He just knows how to get people to hate him. And it's a good heel kind of heat because everybody just wants to hate Dan Lambert. It's a great, great thing. And I love everything that they've been doing with the American Top Team. I think it's going to be a great 10-man tag.
Yeah, same. I was upset because I was in the middle of singing Judas, and then all of a sudden the song cut off. Got interrupted. But yeah, man. This upcoming street fight match between all of them is going to be great. I just want to see Dan Lambert get his face punched in one time.
Trust me, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I already know it's gonna happen. But yeah, I can't wait for this match. It's gonna be very physical. Street match, street fight. Could go anywhere in the arena, outside the arena. So I can't wait for that. Hopefully we see Dan Lambert pinning Chris Jericho. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But this match is going to be great. I can't wait for it.
Now, the only thing that I have an issue with this match is that it's not elimination style. I know. Apparently, don't get me wrong here. Correct me if I am, but Survivor Series is coming up in the next few weeks. I pretty much I said that I wish that this was an elimination style type of tag match, but people have told me that, oh yeah, well if AEW did an elimination style tag match for this match with the America Top Team and Inner Circle, they'd just be copying Survivor Series, man. No. What the fuck? No. They wouldn't be copying Survivor Series. First of all, this would have been a way better Survivor Series elimination style match than what the fuck we're getting at actual Survivor Series. I'll tell you that right now, but no, they wouldn't be copying WWE for their Survivor Series if they did an elimination style. Like, no, like you can't even compare the fucking two. No. But I think, okay, fine. Doing a Minneapolis street fight, fine with me. One fall to a finish. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've also, to be honest with you, Phil, I wouldn't mind seeing a elimination style either. Like with the street fight, and then you just get eliminated by pinfall or submission, like anywhere. That would be dope. But I'm guessing they're like trying to do like how the Stadium Stampede match was with with Pinnacle, but they're just doing a street fight. So, but yeah, man, we'll see what happens.
I don't mind that it's not elimination style. They're not going to change it to elimination style by Saturday, but
right.
I just thought having it as an elimination style tag match with Jericho possibly being the last one just to get what Daniel Lambert deserves, I think that just would have been a great story to tell. But hey, you know, listen, they really haven't done anything wrong with the storyline anyway, so it's not like that might be just a little bit of a nitpicking on me, but hey, I just thought it would have been a great thing to see. But yes, not Phil changing his accent. Hey, you know, listen, when people say some kind of shit like that to me because like, oh yeah, they'd be copying Survivor Series because it would be elimination style. No, it wouldn't. It would just mean like a greater story at the end of it all because of the way that you can book these things. That's the only reason why I would say it to be an elimination style match, so that we can have the stories that can go within it. That's the only reason. But hey, you know, that's just me, I guess. But yeah, so we come back from a commercial break, and Britt Baker is making her entrance with a Rebel and Jamie Hayter. Tay Conti and Anna Jay, two of the most amazing women in this company, along with Britt Baker. Don't think I ever will forget about Britt. They have their own entrance together as TJ. And then Thunder Rosa is the last one out. So we have the trios match now, as we have Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D., Rebel, and Jamie Hayter taking on TJ and Thunder Rosa. This was a great 6-woman tag. Normally, when it comes to these 6-woman tags, they're sloppy, they're messy, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. But this is AEW we're talking about, and this is Anna Jay, Tay Conti, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, and her goons. Like this was a great 6-woman tag. And at the end of it all, we had Rosa with an elbow strike. Rosa hits an elbow strike. Baker hits a super kick to Anna Jay. All women are down in the ring. Rosa hits a crossbody off the top rope to Jamie Hayter on the outside. It looks like it fucking sucked.
Yeah, that looked, man, that looked absolutely crazy. The way her like back and head just smacked the floor, like, oh my god.
And if you saw, because they didn't really pan away from this, they Thunder Rosa, she had her head at like close to Jamie, so they were pretty much, she was pretty much talking to her and asking if she was okay. Luckily, she was okay because they all got up and everybody was fine. But that looked like it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
And I do hope that Jamie Hayter is okay after everything like that. So I hope she went to the back. I hope she went to the doctor and they evaluated her. And listen. I'm not gonna blame any of this on Thunder Rosa. This was just, it was just a bad landing. And hey, at the end of the day, hopefully everybody's all right. And it looked like everybody was all right. So it's just, it happens. There's nothing we can really do about it. Just hope that everybody's okay.
Yes, sir. Never in my life I thought that I would see both of my AEW crushes on a tag team. Ty Conti and Thunder Rosa. Oh my god.
Nothing about Anna? Nothing about Anna?
And Anna's all right. Jungle Boy got that.
Jungle Boy has the hot block. That's right. I forgot. It's Lewis. It's Lewis that has his thing with Anna Jay.
Yeah. Lewis is the one that's trying to fight for her. But yeah, Ty Conti, you already know what to do, man. I know you're not watching this, but if anybody
dial it in.
Yeah,
DMs.
If anybody on here got Twitter or Instagram, y'all send this to Ty Conti and tell her DMs.
And dial it in.
For all me.
So like I said, all women are down. Crossbody from the top rope to the outside to Jamie Hayter. Conti hits a DDT on Rebel for the 1, 2, 3. It was like Britt was about to come in and break the cover, but she said, "You know what? Screw you. I don't have any time for this. I'm out of here." And that was it. So, like Tony Schiavone said, she made an executive business decision to just let it be. She has to save her strength for Full Gear on Saturday. It's a smart move. I would not be taking Tay Conti too lightly here. I think Tay Conti is going to bring Britt Baker into a phenomenal match on Saturday. Is she going to win the Women's World Championship? Most likely not. But that doesn't mean they're not going to have a great match. I think they're going to have a banger on Saturday at Full Gear.
Right, same feelings here, Phil. Tay Conti is going to give it her all on Saturday against Britt Baker. I don't think she's going to win either, but that's going to be a great fight between both of them, and she's not going to back down. So I can't wait to see that match as well.
We had Jungle Boy making his entrance, and the Acclaimed are out next. The Acclaimed
has arrived.
Caster rapping about just Jungle Boy and he's just insulting him on his way down to the ring. He mentioned his girlfriend. He didn't mention her by name, but he said his girlfriend surrounded by like 7 other guys. So that right there is pretty much insinuating about Anna Jay and the Dark Order with Tay Conti and all that. So yeah, so Dark Order, Tay, Anna, all that. So
that took me a minute to catch it. I was like, what do he mean? And then somebody was like, Dark Order. I was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, okay, I forgot.
Yeah. So That was a good line. Somebody in my live was saying that like Max Caster is gonna get his ass handed to him. He's gonna get in trouble one of these days. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, he's not gonna be saying anything that is not approved.
Right. I was about to say he already got in trouble once with Tony Khan.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
And he obviously met with Jungle Boy. He obviously met with Anna. He obviously met with Tay and the rest of the Dark Order saying, hey, do you guys think that this would be okay to say? And then they ran down the lines, and there you go. Like, I understand to a point where people are saying, like, he needs to be careful every now and then. But like I said, he's not going to be saying anything that's not going to be approved, especially about what happened the last time. Okay?
Right.
And what happened the last time, like I said, I don't condone that, what he said. But was it really anything all that truly offensive when it was just everything out there just laying down? Depending on the person, yes and no. Depending on the person, yes and no. That's pretty much where I'm just gonna lay it there, and that's it. So, this was a great match though. Jungle Boy is fantastic. Anthony Bowens, very underrated, very underrated. And at the end of the day, we just had a great match where Jungle Boy did pick up the win. And Jungle Boy kicks out of a spinning DDT. Looked like it fucking sucked again, but hey, it was executed perfectly, so it's not like he just said, hey, you know what, fuck you, Jungle Boy, and just does his thing. He did it perfectly. A nice kick out. And then we had Jungle Boy countering a Uranagi and locks in a snare trap. Bowen reaches for the ropes, but finally taps out, and Jungle Boy picks up the win. After the match, Bobby Fish runs down and attacks Jungle Boy. Fish, with a big back elbow, knees to the gut, and an exploder suplex into the ropes. Christian and Luchasaurus run down for the save. And there you go. Later on in the night, Fish, it was later on confirmed that Fish will have a match against Jungle Boy on Rampage this Friday. And Friday, it's an actual live Rampage again. So there you go. So it's going to actually be happening on Friday. Everybody's heading home from Dynamite pretty much as we speak. If not, they're already home. So we'll see from there. But man, Jungle Boy looked impressive. Anthony Bowens impresses the hell out of me every single time he's in a singles match. I think Max Caster is probably going to be the breakout star. Every single one of these teams has a breakout star if they choose to break any of them up. I think that's going to be Max Caster, but Anthony Bowens, he's still phenomenal in that ring. So I can't wait to see what they do. Trust me, I would never want the Acclaim to be broken up, but if they did, Anthony Bowens would not be out of place.
Same. Match between Jungle Boy and Anthony Bowens was great. Not really much else that I can say about it. Jungle Boy with the snare trap for the dub. Like you said, Phil, I hate for the Acclaim to break up one of these days. I know that is probably going to happen soon. Well, not soon, but down the line. But yeah, I agree with you. Max is probably going to be the breakout star other than Anthony Bowens.
It's just the mic skills, really.
Yeah,
it's really the mic.
Yeah, I was about to say it's mostly his mic and rap skills. I was about to say I haven't really seen him in the ring as much, so we'll see about that.
It's like Bowens is the in-ring kind of guy, and then Max is just the one that could talk.
Yeah, I said this in my live too. I said it kind of reminds me of like Enzo Amore and Big Cass, like how.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like how Max is like the rapper, Mike talking guy, and then Anthony Bowens is just the in-ring competitor. So it kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, they're great together.
Yeah.
Once they break up, we'll see what happens. So.
And I hate that I always have to mention like, oh my gosh, a potential or possible breakup. But the thing is, whenever it comes to tag teams, I'm just so engraved with WWE and how they just randomly break up tag teams and saying, oh yeah, well this one's like the future star of this one has. It just happens. It just happens. I don't ever want any of these teams to break up in AEW, but if it ever does happen, you just got to say, all right, who's really going to be the breakout star and who's really going to be the one that's just cast away? But when it comes to this tag team especially, Max Caster is great on the mic, so obviously he's going to be fine. And he may not be showcased in the ring all that much, but he is a great professional wrestler. And Anthony Bowens, he had an amazing match with Jungle Boy, so obviously he has that. If he can just work on his mic skills a little bit, actually get him on the mic instead of just saying the Acclaim have arrived, you have a star right there. You do. So it might just be me having been so engraved to saying, oh yeah, well a random tag team is here, but they're gonna break up anyway. But hey, I don't think you could really blame me with how everything's been going on over there. So we move on as we have the Young Bucks and Adam Cole are backstage. Cole says that he's known Paige for a long time. Paige, why Paige? He's known Fish for a long time, and Cole introduced Bobby Fish to the Young Bucks. I don't know why it says Paige. Ringside, read your news. Matt Jackson says that the era is not disputed anymore. It's pretty much the era of the elite.
Man, I don't know why, but I was like crazy hype when he said that. I was like, oh my god, because like I was already hyped because I'm like, oh my god, Bobby Fish and Adam Cole back together again. This is crazy. And then once
it's the era of the elite, and that's not up for dispute.
Yeah, I was like, But hey, man, I was hyped to see Adam Cole and Bobby Fish together again, though. That man.
Just a little bit of a tease about an undisputed era reunion. It was great. It was great to see. Cole asked Fish to take care of Jungle Boy on Friday, but leave a little bit for them after Full Gear. And yeah, so just a little bit of a tease. I like it. And you know what? The thing is, I'm just glad that they brought it up. I'm glad that they didn't just shy away from them being together. Like, because if you just shied them away from being together, it would have been like, guys, come on. We know they were together in other promotions. We knew that they've been friends all those years. Just bring it up. Just bring it up on TV in any way that you possibly can. And you're like, well, you know what? There you go. That's perfect. They used it perfectly tonight. So I'm glad that they at least brought up that they know each other.
Yeah. Like I said, once I heard that, I was like, the Undisputed Era. Oh, what a faction, man! What a faction. But
and who knows? Possibly Kyle O'Reilly can come over here too.
Yeah, I was just looking at Josh's comment, and he said that he feel like Adam and Bobby is going to be future tag team champs. I was going to say when Kyle O'Reilly get there, it's not going to be Adam and Bobby. I believe it's going to be Kyle and Bobby.
Adam Cole is going to be the face of this company moving forward. And Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly could possibly be killing it in the tag team division with Red Dragon. So, oh man. And now, okay, if Roderick Strong just somehow all of a sudden said, you know what, fuck you, WWE, I'm going too. Now we have the entire Undisputed Era here again. I'll be like, oh my goodness, what the fuck is happening in AEW? This is great. But no, Roderick Strong, he's still under contract for years in NXT. So that I don't think would ever happen unless they just said, hey, you know what, fuck you, Roderick, and they fire him as well. He could be possibly one of the next 10 that were rumored to get fired, but who knows? Hey, you know, this is AEW, not NXT, and not WWE. So, but listen, in all seriousness, great stuff that they said, hey, you know, they know each other. Why not just put it into the story? Great stuff. So we had a recap of CM Punk and Eddie Kingston's promo from Rampage. If you guys didn't see Rampage, go look it up. Go look it up. It was a great show. And that promo alone is just worth the listen. We had the Best Friends accompanying Wheeler Yuta for the match that is up next, and that is against Wardlow. Oh man, this was an absolute squash. This was an absolute squash, and you know what? I had a feeling that it was going to be an absolute squash, and man, it definitely was. Yuta with a big drop kick to kick off the match. Wardlow does not go down. Wheeler Yuta with more drop kicks, and Wardlow just pushes him off. Wardlow hits a big Uranagi. He hits a power bomb, another power bomb, one more time chants were roaring throughout the arena, and Wardlow hits another power bomb just to satisfy the fans. Then another power bomb, so that's 4 power bombs right there. Wardlow hits a rising knee strike in the corner cover for the 1-2. 3. Absolute squash. You knew it was going to be. Wardlow is so fantastic. You just wish that he got used more. He's probably getting used on Elevation and Dark, considering he was been on a 7-match win streak, and now this one with 8. Obviously, he has been used elsewhere. I just wish he got used more on Dynamite. This guy is awesome.
Right. I like
him be on TV.
I like Wardlow a lot too. I'm kind of waiting for him to break away from the Pinnacle.
I think everybody is too.
Because it's been a couple of false endings to that where he looked like he was about to attack MJF a couple times and it never happened. So I'm just waiting for that one. But we all know once he breaks away, he's going to be a star anyway. So I'm just waiting for it. I don't really have nothing to say about the match. So
it was such a quick match. There wasn't really anything. It's just Wardlow just showing everybody that, hey, you know, I'm still here, and once I break away, because you guys know it's going to happen, but you just got to wait for the right time. Once it happens, I'm not going to be lost in the shuffle. I'm going to be perfectly fine. So Best Friend check on Yuta in the ring as Wardlow leaves. The Hardy family office attacked the Best Friends. Blade and private party member, I think it was Isaiah Cassidy that was out there.
Yeah, Isaiah Cassidy.
They take out Yuta. Matt Hardy brings in a chair, and Hardy hits Cassidy. Not Isaiah. Orange. They got 2 people with Cassidy, and they just have it there. He hits him with the chair, but he also hits a twist of fate while his neck was through the chair, aka the Hardy v Hardy spot at WrestleMania 25 in that Extreme Rules match.
Yeah,
I have to admit, Jeff Hardy got hit with it better. Orange kind of just had like his knees kind of buckle in a weird way, but obviously it still fucking hurt. But as soon as he hit the twist of fate with the steel chair around his neck, that's immediately what I thought. I'm like, oh my god, he's doing the Hardy v Hardy spot at 25.
Right.
So, and then that obviously set up the lumberjack match that'll be happening on Friday at Rampage. So hey, you know, gotta set things up. Heading into full. Well, nothing's happening in Full Gear between these two, but you gotta set things up for the future, you know.
Yeah. This lumberjack match, I don't know. Like, it could be good. It could be It's definitely not going to be bad, but it could be like I don't know.
We haven't really seen that many lumberjack matches in AEW.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like I think we only seen probably maybe one or two.
I think it's like two, maybe at the most.
Maybe two, but yeah, like this lumberjack match is like I said, it could be either or it could be either good. It's not going to be bad, but yeah, like
it's just
like
weird they're booking a lumberjack match on a random episode of Rampage.
Right, yeah, I thought it was gonna be probably like say for Full Gear, probably like the
buy-in or something, maybe
like the buy-in pre-show or something like that. But nope, it's happening Rampage, so we'll see.
And the thing is, we don't even know what the buy-in match is gonna be.
Right,
we don't.
Right, I was say it could be like Leo Rush or something like that against somebody. So we'll see.
Speaking of Leo Rush, great transition. But before that tag team match, we had just a random parking lot brawl between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. I love it all. Just chaos ensuing in the back as everybody is trying to break them up. Ruby Soho was there. We saw Dustin. We saw many other AEW superstars, I'll tell you that. And then with Eddie Kingston, oh my god, dude. I don't know if you freaking saw this, but he escaped. Eddie Kingston freaking escaped. Tony Schiavone was like, oh my gosh, he's trying to make a jailbreak. He's just running around, just having a fun old time running around in the parking lot. And then he gets tackled into a car. And then CM Punk is like, I'm going to kill you, Eddie. I'm going to kill you.
Man,
I'm like, oh my God.
Man, my guy thought that he was Derrick Henry for a sec. He said, let me just running full speed.
And then he just gets tackled into a car by Ruby Soho. I'm like, holy shit. Ruby, you freaking beast.
Yeah.
Josh, we'll answer this question before we head into the tag team match. Which song do you prefer? COP or Judas? COP
Judas.
Meaning Cult of Personality.
Judas, hands down, no doubt.
Judas, hands down.
Yeah. I was about to say Cult of Personality.
I love Living Color. I love Living Color with Cult of Personality. It's a great song, but I'm going to have to go with Judas as well.
I was about to say I loved Cult of Personality in WWE. I still love it, but I like Judas a little bit more than Cult of Personality.
Now, which one do I bang my head to more? That's Cult of Personality. That is just because of the guitar riffs and the guitar solos and all that stuff in that song. It's just fucking, it's a banger every single time. But I think Judas has the I think arguably Judas has the better lyrics.
No, we not gonna start singing it here. Nah, we're not gonna start singing it.
Yeah, you don't want to hear us sing.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll be here all day.
But yeah, so transitioning into the tag team match, Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty taking on Dante Martin and the debuting Leo Rush. This is his AEW Dynamite debut, and honestly, just his sole debut in AEW. Lee Moriarty already had his AEW debut. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Regardless, he had his AEW debut a few weeks back. Great. Lee Moriarty impresses the fuck out of me every single time. Matt Sydal, we already know what Matt Sydal is, so we don't really have to spend too much time on him. He's fucking great. Dante Martin, Jesus fucking Christ, this kid is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And Leo Rush, like I said, you can make fun of his 5'6" frame all you want and just have him say like, oh yeah, well he retired like way too many times. The guy is fucking fantastic. He's 27 years old and he's only getting better.
Yeah, that's what I pointed out in my live stream too. I was like, a lot of people have been, talking about Leo Rush since he got injured and decided to retire and stuff like that. And I was like, you guys got to remember, I'm like, this dude is still young. He's like 26, 27. So yeah, he's still doing it at the speed that he was doing it, in the indies. And it's crazy. Like he's still good, bro. Like not like he wasn't good before, but man, like this dude still got it. And I was happy to see his AEW debut. Still had all the speed, still had all the moves. So yeah. And Dante Martin, don't even get me started on Dante Martin.
Is.
I'm a big fan of Dante Martin. I still see him being a big star down the line. So yeah.
There's nothing that kid can't do. Seriously.
Right. Lee Moriarty, this is like, I think this is only the second match I've seen of him.
Yeah.
The first one was obviously like with Cody, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to watch like some independent wrestling from him too, because like you said, Phil, he impressed me too. His in-ring ability is great as well. So
all these guys have something about them that we all just want to see them succeed. We all know where Matt Sydal came from. We all know he was Evan Bourne back then. He had the infamous RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah,
that's pretty much where it all started, with the RKO out of nowhere thing.
Yes, sir.
Had some tag team gold with Kofi. But by the way, speaking of Kofi, I hope he gets I hope he returns from injury as soon as he possibly can. He's injured. I don't know what the injury is. If anybody can tell me.
So he's officially injured after that attack from last week.
Yes.
Okay. That's why he wasn't
it's a legitimate injury. So
that's why he wasn't on the Survivor Series team. Okay.
Yeah. So, Oh wait, yeah. Then obviously I know what the injury is. It's his fucking leg.
Yeah.
But yeah. So. Yeah, he had the tag team with Kofi Kingston, and then they tried pushing him for some kind of singles championships, but whenever he was in a singles championship match, he never won it. And now he's here in AEW. He is killing it, but the thing is, he just keeps losing, and I feel for Lewis because Matt Sydal is Lewis's like favorite AEW superstar. Probably one of his favorites. I don't want to speak for him, but he just wants to see him succeed, and I want to see him succeed too. Matt Sydal is great, and him teaming up with Lee Moriarty, I think, is going to be a great thing for not only himself but Lee as well, because Lee, he he impresses the shit out of me, but he still needs some work. And I think having a mentor like a Matt Sydal is going to be perfect for him. So I think what they're doing is fine. I just want to see him. I just want to see some wins. That's pretty much it. I hope that's soon. I hope it's soon.
Yeah, got to get back in that dub column.
But Moriarty with a throw off the top rope. That was fucking fantastic in itself. The throw off the top rope. I thought we were going to see a Spanish fly, but no, he just throws him off. Looked great. Moriarty hits a uppercut cover for a 2 count. That uppercut was like it was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Loved it. Rush with an enziguri to side down. Hook kick to Moriarty. And Martin with a moonsault press to Moriarty, cover for the 1, 2, 3. Great stuff. I loved every single second of it. Dante and Leo Rush get the win. Their first ever win as a tag team in AEW Dynamite. This is Leo Rush's first win in AEW period. Great stuff. Great stuff. Now I want to see Leo Rush in a singles match. Right, I want that now. Give it to me.
Right. Yeah,
we had a video package from Miro and Bryan Danielson. Their match is happening at Full Gear. Winner is going to pretty much be the number 1 contender for whoever wins the AEW World Championship at Full Gear. And then we had Pac taking on Dax Harwood. And this is pretty much your main event of the show. This was the final match of the night. I didn't think this was going to be the main event of the show. I thought we actually had one more match, and then we were going to get to the contract signing, but this was the main event. I'm perfectly fine with this. Pac and Dax Harwood had a damn good wrestling match.
That was a great match.
Man, I believe it was Tony Schiavone that said this on commentary, or it was Excalibur, one of the two. Listen, you can be a tag team specialist all you want, but at the end of the day, you have to be a really good singles competitor in order to be a tag team specialist, and that is exactly what Dax Harwood is. Dax is great, and even though he did not have his tag team partner in Cash with him tonight, it doesn't matter because Dax is just that good in order to put somebody like a Pac through an incredible match. And I'm not saying put him through an incredible match because I don't think Pac is great or anything like that. Pac is fucking fantastic. I don't take anything away from him, but when you have these two just going at it, it's just going to be a clinic every time. So I loved it. I loved all of it tonight.
Yeah, this match was great. Especially getting like the 2 different type of wrestling styles. Like you got Pac as like the high flying type. You also got strength, the upper body, and then you got Dash, which is just like the basic. Oh snap, my guy Loft.
It's Loft.
Hop in at the end of the podcast.
It's legitimately almost the end, bro. But hey, you know what? We'll catch you up to speed on everything.
But as I was saying, like the 2 different type of wrestling styles was great. Like I said, you got Dax, which back
he's an old school guy.
Yeah,
old school kind of guy.
Yeah, like back when they were the Revival, their slogan was "No flips, just fists." So. Like old school type of wrestling style with the high flying, like that mixed fantastic. I didn't think, like, I knew that it was going to be good, but I didn't know it was going to be.
You didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
I didn't know it was going to be that good, and that was really good. A really good match. So
I knew that the different types of styles was definitely going to be something that people are definitely that we're going to be paying attention to. As we all know, I mean, Pac is no short to anything but phenomenal. I mean, he was great in WWE, and he's obviously great here. But And then we all know where Dax came from with the Revival, and we all know where his influences come from and all that. So I think the influences when it comes to the match was definitely something to look forward to. And it obviously did not disappoint. We had Pac hitting a high boot, climbs to the top rope, and Harwood knocks him off the top rope. Harwood hits a top rope backdrop, which looked fantastic. Pac hits a German, and Harwood with a big lariat, rebound powerbomb, cover for a 2 count. AEW chants are roaring throughout the arena. That's how good this match, guys, was. Because hey, you know, they were just chanting AEW. This is awesome. They were doing it all.
Yeah.
Dax with an uppercut, another uppercut, and Pac with a backslide cover for a 2 count. Pac transitions into a Rings of Saturn submission hold. Love that he brought the Rings of Saturn back. And Harwood immediately screams. He didn't tap out. He just screamed yes. Like, he's like, I'm fucking out of here. Please. He just screams at the top of his lungs, yes, yes, yes. And then all of a sudden he figures out that he can tap the back of his head for the official tap out victory. And there you go. So Pac got the win. Great match. We have the AEW contract signing up next. But Loft, I know you're here, my man. I want to get your thoughts. I want to talk to you, my man. Did you see anything from Dynamite tonight? I know you joined pretty much right on time because we're going to be talking about your man, Hangman Adam Page. But we had a great show tonight. If you missed any of it, I really recommend you go watch it. I don't think he's really here just yet. Okay, you know,
yo,
there he is.
hey, he's here.
Good morning.
I gotta say good morning.
It's not the morning just yet. You got 10 more minutes.
I turned 12. I turned 12. I turned 21 in 12 minutes.
Hey.
Oh my God, my guy is about to be a grown man.
He's about to be a legal age, folks.
Yeah. Mad criminal.
Turn up season.
Did you see any of Dynamite tonight, my man?
No. I've been out all night. I just got here like about an hour ago.
Oh, nice.
When I texted you, I just got in the house. And I was like, Phil's gonna kill me because I did not watch a lick of this show.
I do recommend you at least go watch the Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega segment.
Well, I'm gonna watch that. That's exactly what I'm going to do as soon as I get some free time. That's exactly. Because see that.
That was fantastic.
Did they actually sign the contract?
Oh yeah, they signed the contract.
Oh yeah, they signed the contract, and you'll see with what as we go through it.
What do you mean with what?
We'll go through it. There were some bodily fluids that came out of somebody's head.
Oh, okay. I understand now. What in the world are y'all doing on this show?
He's a what is y'all doing?
Wait a minute.
But yeah, we'll go through it. But Lof, I do have to say, within the first 6 minutes of the show, Kazuchika Okada was name dropped like 3 different times.
I heard about that. What's going on? Is he like coming now?
Yes. What happened is Orange Cassidy and the rest of the Best Friends group are officially a part of a stable called Chaos, which is a New Japan kind of thing. And because Rocky Romero, who is Romero, Jesus, I keep calling him Romeo. What the fuck? Romeo. Rocky Romero took on Bryan Danielson tonight in a fucking fantastic match in the opening contest. He's a part of that stable. Okay. And they name dropped Kazuchika like 3 different times on like the first 6 minutes of the show. Okada is actually in the States right now. because New Japan is having their Battle of LA happening on Saturday.
Okay.
And with everything happening right now, there is heavily rumored possibilities that Miro could beat Bryan at Full Gear due to some kind of, not interference, but like into some kind of way to where like we can have Chaos just show up at Full Gear and we can possibly have Okada versus Danielson at some point down the line in the year 2022.
Okay. That sounds like the best thing ever.
Yes. We mentioned it in a way better detail at the beginning of the podcast. So I know, like, hey, if anybody even watches it back, just go check it out over there because we did it in a way better detail over here. But yeah, possible Danielson versus Okada match happening in the near future.
That's great news. I need to see that in my lifetime.
Right, right, and Nate was saying earlier on in the show, he's like, yeah, I would not mind that whatsoever. I'm like, I don't think anybody would mind that. If anybody did mind that, like if it was like, yeah, nah, I don't think Okada versus Danielson would fit for me. You literally have something wrong with your brain.
They can have my money. I can have all of my money.
Like,
wait, but I do have a question about that though.
Yes.
Will it be on New Japan soil or AEW soil?
Most likely AEW soil.
Okay.
Because I mean, when it all comes down to it, with the Forbidden Door and all that, mainly the Forbidden Door is pretty much saying, hey, you know, like we'll have some guys go over to your place as well, but when it all comes down to this, I think it will definitely be in AEW soil, mainly because
some more global audience.
Yes, and then if anybody says, hey, you know, I think the people over there in New Japan will be like, hey, this would be a great thing for us over here. Then Tony will be able to accommodate that moving forward as well. So I think it would be AEW. Hopefully it would be AEW, because at the end of the day, we're all going to have to see this at some point. So
yeah,
it would be great to see. But man, we had a great match between Bryan and Rocky. We had Jungle Boy in a fantastic match as well. He took on Anthony Bowens of the Acclaimed. Wheeler Yuta took on Wardlow. Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty took on Dante Martin and the debuting Leo Rush. So Leo finally made his AEW debut in the tag match. Pac took on Dax Harwood in a very hard-hitting but also high-flying great singles match in the main event. And then we finally had the contract signing off. The contract signing between Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega, officially making the match at Full Gear official for the AEW World Championship in the main event. Tony Schiavone is in the ring for this contract signing, so he's officiating everything. And Tony first introduces Hangman Adam Page. Huge reaction for Page's entrance, and Tony then introduced the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega. Omega makes his entrance wearing a suit, so he's just being all dapper as the cleaner usually is. And both men are on opposite sides of the table, with the AEW World Championship sitting promptly in the middle of the table. So obviously that's what they're fighting for. They put it right in the center as the centerpiece of the table. There you go. Right there. That's the prize that we're all fighting for. I think that just presentation alone is fantastic on AEW's part because, hey, this is what we're all fighting for right here. And it just shows that, hey, this is important enough to put it right where it needs to be. And that is at the middle of the table for everyone to see.
You can go ahead, Loft.
I can't wait for this. I can't freaking wait. If Adam Page loses this match, I'm going to scream. I'm gonna say a whole bunch of bad things about AEW. I'm gonna say like 40 bad things about AEW.
Yo!
That's the bet we're making right now. You don't have to take the bet. It's a bet between me and myself and Kenny Omega. I'm gonna DM him later. If Kenny
DM him later. Oh god.
If Kenny freaking wins this match, I'm gonna say 40 bad things about AEW the next time we go on AEW stream. I'm so serious.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that video.
So he got one chance. He got one chance. Kenny better lose this match. If Adam Page
listen, even Glock Anderson is saying that if Hangman loses, we riot.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going, oh my god. I'm gonna find every AEW fan I know and just yell at him. Don't say any words.
Yell at him.
Just scream.
I'm probably gonna be the first one.
I'm gonna see a buckshot lariat in a 1, 2, 3. I'm going to lose it.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If Hangman loses this match, that was a whole waste of time having him win that freaking ladder match.
Yeah,
a whole waste of time.
That I'll definitely agree with you. But like I said, guys, with the AEW World Championship in the middle of the table, I just think that's a great presentation saying, hey, at the end of the day, this is what we're all fighting for between two great rivals. This is a 1-year championship, a 1-year rivalry in the making. No, let me rephrase that. This is a rivalry that's been going on for a span of a full year, starting at last year's Full Gear, because these two were in the finals of the last AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament, which culminated all the way up until now, where we have these two fighting for the title that they were fighting for a chance to get last year. So it's just long-term booking at its finest.
I'm scared.
Anybody could go.
I'm really scared, man.
It's just a long-term booking at its finest. This is a year in the making.
I love it. I wish we saw more of this, honestly.
Yeah, same. I can't wait for. Bro, like full gear, the match card is stacked, and I can't wait for all of these matches to happen.
I've heard some people argue the fact that this card could possibly be better than the matches that we saw at All Out. It's arguable. That's why I said it's arguable because All Out was great.
Yeah, it's debatable. I was about to say, in All Out, nothing touches that Lucha Bros and Young Bucks.
Yeah, the Steel Cage match is probably the match of the year so far.
Nothing touches that, bro. I'll snap it. It's happy birthday, Loft. What?
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
No, Phil, no.
Happy birthday.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you.
But yeah, this was. It's gonna be a great time. Both men are sitting at the opposite ends of the table. Cowboy shit chants are roaring throughout the arena. Page signs the contract first, and Page gets on the mic. He says, after all this time, there isn't much left to say. The sooner he signs this contract, the sooner he gets to beat Omega's ass at Full Gear. And Page signs the contract. But before he signs the contract, Omega gets on the mic and says that he wishes he could share the excitement of these fans but he is upset. They used to be family. If it wasn't for Paige's insecurities and failures, all of this would be his. Omega says that he saw a little bit of himself in Paige, but how wrong was he in looking at it in that light? It was just what a disappointment. Paige says Omega also had a tag partner he never measured up to. Thought maybe he had surpassed him. The biggest lie Omega ever said was, "Good job, Hangman. I'm proud of you." And that was a direct quote from what he said after their match at Full Gear last year in the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals. Omega was afraid of him. This Saturday, he will beat Omega to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Omega says that he cares about Paige and wants to shake Paige's hand. Omega offers a handshake. Paige shakes it. And Omega says he is proud of Paige and walks away. The cameraman attacks Paige from behind with a huge camera shot. And the cameraman reveals himself to be the returning Don Callis. After 6 weeks of him not being on TV, Don Callis is officially back. Callis says that he's been hiding. Does this look like somebody who is ready to be world champion? Omega signs the contract, but with Paige's blood.
That's freaking awesome.
And Dynamite ends with Omega and Callis standing over Paige's body as the show fades to black. This was a fantastic segment, and I really do recommend that anybody that has missed it to go watch it, because this is just perfect storytelling at its finest. Omega standing tall at the end of it, but we're going to have the culmination of Hangman Adam Page getting what he rightfully deserves, and that is the AEW World Title at Full Gear this Saturday, and I cannot wait for it. It's going to be the crowning moment. It's going to be the crowning achievement of Hangman, and everything is going to be right with the world. This is the right time to do it. This is the right time to take the title off of Kenny Omega. And then we just have a fury of opponents for Hangman Adam Page as a babyface champion heading into the future of 2022. I think it's going to be great.
Yes, sir. Like I said, looking forward to Full Gear as a whole. Like Mr. Glock Anderson said, and Loft, if freaking Adam Page do not win, I am flying to where they at? Jacksonville. I am flying to Jacksonville. I'm going into the Jaguars office. I'm cussing out all of the Khan family. Then I'm gonna look for Tony.
What did Shaw do? What did Shad Khan do? What did the Jacksonville Jaguars owner do to you, huh?
Bro, first of all, the Jaguars suck. Second of all,
hey, they beat the Bills this past Sunday. They beat the Bills. It was 9-6. So it was just a great. It was a great
you
score.
You get where I'm coming from, Phil. Anybody in the conference, whoever last name is Khan, you are getting smacked up
like that.
That should be Nick site. You're smacking the fuck out of, not Tony.
He did it too,
bro. But
Nick isn't related to Tony,
bro. If I go out in these mean streets of Milwaukee, and I meet someone with the last name Khan, bro, on site, getting smacked up.
Damn. Tony, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you're probably watching this right now. Nate's threatening your ass. Like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is why I'm on the payroll, and apparently Nate isn't. He's just gonna slap the fuck out of you. So.
You gotta do sometimes. You feel me?
Oh man. Oh man.
Nick Khan is not related to Tony, Josh. That's been established. Nick Khan is not related to Tony.
Oh man. Go ahead, Loft. I'm done ranting.
But well, in all seriousness, it seems like a great segment. We're gonna have a great match on Saturday for the World Championship. Omega, listen, Hangman could possibly be getting his crowning achievement, and that's the world title.
I just need him to win, man. That's all. That's all I know.
He's like, no, it's not a possibility. It's going to happen. It has to happen.
I don't ask much from this company because I don't watch it enough.
Maybe because you don't watch it, yeah.
But if I did, all I would want is this.
Now, here's the thing. If Hangman wins the championship, are you going to be watching it?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like the weekly shows going forward.
Yes.
With him as champion.
Yes.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. If I don't see a Wednesday live stream of watching AEW Dynamite this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Next Wednesday, there better be a live on TikTok with him watching Dynamite. Because if there's not, then you're just lying here on the screen. You're lying here on the podcast. And I do not take lies here. You're watching it on Wednesday.
Live streaming is tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Live streaming is very.
What's the difference? You stream Monday, you stream Tuesday, you stream Friday.
I don't know, man. It's just it's tough.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's going on?
See, even Josh is saying, "Are you sure, Law?"
Yeah, because he knows I don't want to watch the show.
Are you sure you're gonna be watching it if Omega loses the title?
I'm not sure at all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my hardest. If Kenny, I'm gonna say this: if Kenny wins, I'll be more inclined to watch it. I'll say that.
If Kenny wins,
I mean, if Kenny loses, my fault. My fault.
Okay.
If Kenny loses, I'll be more inclined.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yes.
He says at least he can skip Mondays like me. But listen, guys, this is going to be a great show on Saturday. We're going to be doing our preview and predictions on that Saturday as soon as I get off of work, but that does not mean we can't go over this card right now. We got Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. Going to be a great match. We got Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D, taking on Ty Conti for the AEW Women's World Championship. That match is going to be great. Bryan Danielson takes on Miro in the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Final. Winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. Great stuff. It was a great plan B, even though Miro is supposed to be, I almost called him by his WWE name, Jon Moxley. It was supposed to be Danielson versus Moxley, but we all know the Moxley situation. Just hope that he gets better soon. Speedy recovery for John and his family. The Inner Circle and Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz take on Men of the Year, who are Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, along with American Top Team and Junior Dos Santos, Orlovsky, and Dan Lambert. So Dan Lambert is officially wrestling, y'all. The Lucha Bros and Pentagon, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Rey Fenix, they defend those AEW World Tag Team titles against FTR and Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. We have Darby Allin taking on MJF. Punk taking on Eddie Kingston. Christian Cage and Jurassic Express and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus take on the Super Click and Adam Cole and the Young Bucks in a Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag team match. Going to be great. And then finally, Pac. This is a match that was just announced, y'all. This was just announced on AEW Dynamite during everything that was happening. Pac will take on Cody Rhodes. Well, no. Pac and Cody Rhodes will take on the team of Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. That should be fantastic. We're finally getting Malachi Black on an AEW pay-per-view along with Andrade, and Cody and Pac should be an interesting tag team duo. So we have 9 matches on the card and what should be a very stacked event. I cannot wait for everything that's going to go down on Saturday night.
I can do. Yeah, like I said, I'm ready for Saturday, man. I'm just ready for Saturday. So
we got 3 more days to do this, y'all. Well, technically 2 now because it's on the 11th. But Waf, as I just ran down that card, what are your thoughts on the entire show? He might be asleep, y'all. There he is.
What did you say, Phil? I gotta repeat that.
I ran down the entire card.
Oh, I heard that,
what did you thought of it?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I only care about the Hangman and Kenny match. I don't, and I'm seeing CM Punk and Eddie Kingston as well. Everything else I don't care.
Okay.
You know I don't. Why do you act like you don't know already, Phil?
I can't deal with this, y'all. I can't deal with this, y'all.
You don't like freaking Von Wagner. I already know you don't like Von Wagner.
Von Wagner.
So
I love Von. What do you mean?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. You know you don't like Von Wagner. That's whoever tell you.
I'm trying to get Vaughn to follow me on Twitter. What do you mean?
That's a damn shame. You know that? That's ridiculous, Phil. I'm trying to get him to follow me on Twitter. That's what he says to me. That's what he says to me, Chad. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, now even Josh is asking what the heck a Von Wagner is. So
no one
obviously.
No one knows.
We're getting that guy over.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Nintendo
Yes.
Talking about weed. I don't speak French.
I don't speak French.
You know, we just means yes, and right. Like, come on.
Don't try to explain it, Phil. Don't try to explain it.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in now inside the Bryan episode number 85. We could be seeing a new background by the Friday Night SmackDown stream. Within 2 to 3 days, he said that the guy that is making the whole new background for us and everything, and the logo and everything, we could be seeing it by Friday, or at the very latest, the AEW Full Gear Preview and Prediction Show. So that's going to be great to see. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you guys want to click all the links down in the description, those are all of our TikToks along with the MFN Right remix by Loft and Bash. Great listen. Go check it out as always. Click the subscribe button. Click that like button. Click the like button. Click the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. We'll see you guys on Friday for the Friday Night SmackDown AEW Rampage review. And then Saturday is the pay-per-view. So we'll see you guys over there. Rampage is going to be a pretty good show. We got a lumberjack match on the show. And we got Bobby Fish taking on Jungle Boy. So should be a pretty cool event. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Have a good night, and we will see you guys soon. What you guys have to say before we get out of here?
Nothing really. Apparently my live chat wants me to do Throwback Thursday wrestling live streams on TikTok. So tomorrow will be the first one. We're either going to be watching the 2004 Royal Rumble show or the 2005 Royal Rumble show. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow night. I don't know what time yet. Probably do it at a reasonable time, probably like 5-6 o'clock my time or something like that. Other than that, see you guys Friday, and yeah, man, stay blessed. Happy birthday to Loft again, my guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. Stay blessed, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Hey man, listen. I'm gonna say something, and I can say it legally because YouTube. You can't get mad at Phil. I'm gonna say something really nuts in a minute. Okay.
Brawl of age here.
A lot of alcohol, mad alcohol. You feel me? I'm gonna do it, and YouTube can't do nothing to Phil or me or Nate because I am 21 now, so all of y'all can suck it. You feel me? No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
But yeah. As long as y'all know that I'm a snap if Kenny wins that match at Full Gear, and I may never give Phil the benefit of the doubt when he's talking about AEW, then we're all at understanding because I promise. If anything,
no, we're not. No. No.
What do you mean no? Okay.
No.
What? Wait until let something stupid happen in that match. Let something stupid. I'm coming straight to your live stream if you're live. Or your phone, I'm gonna call you, and
we're doing the watch along. If I'm not at a friend's house, we're on the watch along.
Oh yeah, then I could just scream at you right there. Then cool. That was better for me. So I promise. If he doesn't win that match,
this man's probably not even gonna get the pay-per-view, guys. Like, I mean, that's.
But y'all stay safe out here, man. Say your loved ones, they're your loved ones.
See, he didn't even try to rebuttal it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it." He just let it go.
I'm not doing this with Phil right now. We'll talk about this later. I'm not doing this with him right now.
He just let it go.
I'm not doing this.
Hey, Titus, you better have some good food for him tonight.
He's screaming.
Of course. You didn't go to Live's house to make him a good meal. Heading into Full Gear because he doesn't like AEW. Get him some good food. My goodness. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna have to talk to Titus. Man didn't make Loft some food for Full Gear. I'll get him to make food for you, Loft. Don't worry. You're gonna have some good eats at Full Gear night. Loft hates me. He's gone. We'll see you guys on Friday.